I was about to start dinner. It's still Monday, 15th of August 2022, and it's almost it's about 5:48 in the evening right now. The first day didn't happen because of bug war. You heard me correctly. I got a bug war going on. Get this place cleaned up before management gets over here, and then I've had ants, I've had flies, I've had roaches. I've been dealing with a hell of a lot of mental health illness and a lot of grieving over the past few months that I have been showing inability to take care of myself properly. It's not that easy to talk about stuff like this. It's not easy enough to open up what's going on inside of your life or your family or lack of. And talking to people about it and being open and honest about it is one of the hardest damn things, having mental illness and also grieving at the same time. Because everything feels like it has to be compartmentalized, and you have to be, and you have to show, and you have to. You feel this social stigma on you all the time that you have to be the certain person here that they expect, or you would think that they expect you to be, or that may have given indications that you have to be, or expect you to be. All these little nuances, all these subtle nuances sometimes, or blatant, with kindness or capitulation, or just plain out saying, "Oh, I hate to just let it go." And the thing that is concerning about nervous mental illness at this point over here, not to mention grieving for family members left and right, it puts. I know I'm throwing myself in a third person at this point all the time, but I'm really talking about myself. It's kind of hard to put me, because every time I keep saying about the me, I'm thinking about my own damn ego doing this shit. But I have to focus on me at this point, okay? I have to focus on me. And if I have to put myself in a third person at this point over here by uh, transferring it somehow to a fictional thing here, let's say there's a fictional character or someone behind the camera that I can point to and talk to about this. And sometimes that helps too. Said before, I've been on a bug war and I've been doing raid like crazy, and I got most of the flies except for a few of them. A few of the stragglers. I'm going to have to nail those bastards when I give it a shot. But how do I use raid on the stuff I've got right now anyway? Raid's a poison. How do I put a poison into myself just to get the pain down? Well, alcohol, excessive food, excessive stuff, whatever stuff it is. How do I deal with the pain I have realistically here? I had to make a tough decision today, and I didn't like it. You stay home and take care more of yourself before you go into school, but I considered school taking care of me because I was getting used to it and I was enjoying it and having fun. I was having fun with it. But last semester was showing me things about it that I really wasn't having fun. I was struggling. I got back on the campus after COVID nightmare knocked us out, and from Zoom into regular, and now I get to deal with people on a personal basis. I thought I was ready for that, and I wasn't. But I dealt with them on a when I'm on basis, trying to be happy about it. But inside, I was feeling a bit miserable about it because I'd gotten so used to being enclosed, and then dealing with my own emotions, raw and hard as they were, and knocking my ass out left and right. It's kind of hard trying to go back into the open world and talking to people about this damn thing. It's hard because the layer of comfort, some people will say it, familiarity, comfortable. You got your guard down and you're feeling as safe. You're in a safe zone. You know, you're protected. You feel like you're going to be relaxing your guard now. It didn't happen that way. My guard was always up. I'm seeing the new change that's happening in the campus, and it was freaking me out left and right. And after getting past the 16 weeks of the thing, and then I'm getting into the heat of the summer, like, oh great, now I can sleep in, now I can sleep in, now I can sleep in. Nope. It didn't happen because almost every single day, there was something triggering. And I know I kept checking the grief things because I'm a griever and I like maybe give some suggestions to the people who are still suffering through grieving. And I still want to do that. I feel it's my job, my duty. I feel responsible. I feel it's my task to do so, to help the next person out with their grieving. Because if I'm going through the thing, why can't I help the next person out going through theirs? If there's any way I can do it without even rewarding it, without even giving my own id or ego a chance to go nuts. But what about my reward? I just helped him. That's not fair. Yeah, well, for me, it is fair. Service without that kind of reward, but just acknowledgement saying that I helped them out in their life. At least somehow, maybe I did something good. And I could feel good about that. But constantly battered about a damn thing, and then all the triggers happening left and right. Almost every single day during the summertime, I was getting nailed left and right, trying to do videos to talk about it, to get it off my chest. Constant, constant, constant. And we get closer and closer to the day of getting to school. I'm thinking, oh, great, this is going to be great. But I was feeling the negative pressure squeezing me at this point and putting pressure on me. Now I got a social stigma. Now I got a social pressure on me because now I got to deal with the public again. I got to deal with the open public again. I got to deal with people in person and sit in the classroom with a lot of people. And I'm looking at the professor, but that's in my head right now for this semester. And then I see the bug problem is even worse because a neighbor gets my attention last night. She knows that the bug problem was a hell of a lot worse because I wasn't able to keep some of it in control. Hell, I didn't even know any of it was out of control. Well, actually, I did some of it. But the ants came in as an invasion force around certain food areas and around my dog's areas. Uh, it was just a total nightmare. A total nightmare. And I said, hell with this. I'm not doing this anymore. But I wanted to go to school. I wanted to get the money. And I kept thinking the money had to be more important. The money had to be more important because I'm going to get my money. I'm going to get my money. I'm going to push in 16 weeks and I'm going to get my money. And then I saw how much they're going to be doing this semester. I'm thinking, you got to be fucking kidding me. Was I doing it for the money, or was I doing it for myself, or was I doing it for the grades at this point over here? Oh God, let's put in more depressional shit. Let's put in more pressure and stress at this point over here. Let's squeeze this guy again, shall we? But you still got the bugs to deal with. Why don't you just deal with it one day at a time, one day at a time? And that was the thing that was blowing to my head at this point. It was going through my head. One day at a time, come on, just one school day. I'm looking at the whole thing. I'm looking at the apartment. I'm looking at my life. I'm looking at everything else at this point over here. And I told my brother at one time, if I was going to take care of him, I was going to be dropping school again, or taking time off from it to take care of him. And he knew I was serious enough, well before my brother passed away. He passes away, and I still have to take care of myself. I still think I'm capable of going back to class. But this summer was teaching me something here that I'm still not quite convinced of. Am I ready for that kind of contact again? I'm forcing myself trying to get through this educational system over here. But then after that, what? Because I hadn't quite thought of what happens after the academia. If it still continues on, fine. But my other situation is dealing with the grief and the pain and everything else happening inside my head. What do I deal with it afterwards? What about this stuff coming up here over here? What about it? What about? And it's a constant blather. A constant blathering at this point over here, trying to get me knocked out. Now I know people will probably say, "Well, why don't you call the doctor's office?" Fortunately, today the doctor's office called me. Kaiser, my insurance, called me. They called me. Why? What the hell did I do to deserve this in the universe at this point over here? What did I do to piss off the universe this time? What are they going to do now to me? We're going to change your appointment. We're going to make it a lot closer over here. Here's the phone number for mental health. Here's something we can do for you here. You're kidding me. I was feeling ecstatic about it, but inside I was thinking, you got to be kidding me. No. Say no. And I'm saying, yeah. So, yeah, I agree with the changes. I'm in for it. And now I had to deal with what I've got. I'm scared, but I'm excited to deal with the mental health and with the medical first. I mean, I still haven't got the mental health done, but I got to get that done. I still have to take care of me. I'm priority. Nobody else. Me. Go lay down, mamas. I got nothing up here for you. Come on. Oh, Lord, what is it with you? Hold on. This is what happens when I have to walk a dog. This is what happens when I have to do this. Anyway. Actually, after David passed away, I had to deal with the bed bug situation immediately. It was starting to develop as he was dying. And it exploded. And I had to deal with that. And I had to deal with the rental situation. And I couldn't deal with college until I was ready to go back, until I knew I was ready for it. I was geared and roaring for it. I was stressing myself out at this point. I was stressing myself out a great deal on this point. That I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't cope. I wanted to go back to school. I mean, I was trying to get the books necessary, trying to figure out the transportation situation, which is already screwed up right now. Kern Transit and whoever they contracted with to get a dial-a-ride system, and not to mention their own bus system, had made sure that the early people who try to get out there, including the disabled, are going to be stuck. And I already let loose on these guys. Thursday's going to be fun. Thursday's going to be fun when I talk to them about whatever is going on. Meanwhile, 16 weeks of bashing my head in and kicking my ass again. I did this for 30 years when I couldn't get back into the college system and I had to keep working full time. For survival. The family needed it. But now this is the time where I need me. I need me. What the hell does that mean? What does it mean for me? And I've been trying to think that out throughout the entire summer while crying my ass off left and right because I got triggered. I just couldn't even see a doctor about it. Couldn't even schedule an appointment for the damn thing. Because I couldn't deal with anything. I couldn't even deal with going outside taking care of my dog, but I had to. Mama forced me all the days. God bless that skeevy little heart of hers. I love that dog of mine. What I can't stand is myself going through a lot of changes right now, and I don't know how to get past it. I don't. I'm trying, and it ain't easy. The hell am I supposed to do about it? What am I supposed to be doing about it? I don't know. But I'll tell you something. I ain't doing a very good job at it. I remember watching television a lot with plastic bags and things thrown about the apartment, waiting for exterminator to get over here, and I'm on the couch, crying my eyeballs out, flicking off bugs left and right, because I'm getting triggered left and right, and I'm missing my family a great deal. But it wasn't a constant daily situation where I'm reminded of everyone else is going through the same situation. And maybe that was the case that I was getting reminded so much of the grief, but I just wanted to connect to a community that was responsive to what I was going through, and I was trying to be responsive to what they're going through, understanding what they're going through because I'm going through the same thing. I mean, to me, it was being synonymous. And I couldn't relate to anybody else who was living and walking around here, even though I tried. I mean, there's a few families over here that have actually experienced grief, experienced loss within the past few years, but they don't like talking about it. And that kind of hurts me a bit because some of them are actually my friends. But they're still having issues dealing with this thing because maybe they don't want to deal with it and they're having an issue regarding all of it. And it would have been better if we were talking about how we're going through a hell of a lot of things and experiencing our pain for everybody. One computer screaming for my damn attention again. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. I'm not doing it. Leave me alone. But I want you to do this. End it now. It's like I can try to do that to my own damn pain, my own grief, my own. The hardest damn thing when I keep seeing my family on another computer screen and also on this computer screen over here. Two different events that happen. Two happy events that happen. Celebrations of life. Celebrations of life with family. With a party festive atmosphere of happiness, of pure joy, of pure nectar. And this should give me some smiles like normally it should for other people. They keep telling me in different ways that you flood yourself with positive memories, you won't be able to remember the negative memories. And I'm reminded of this one thing. It's not positive or negative. It's just memories. Regardless. And if it's regardless in that situation over here, there's going to be pain on both sides. There's going to be pain on the boat on memory, remembering the good, and there's going to be pain remembering the tragedies. Because they're all dealing with the central topic, which always puts me under. Maybe in the schools they were going to be touching on that thing, and I wasn't even aware of it. Maybe. All I know is I'm experiencing again. And it's going to be another 16 weeks. Or a little bit longer than that. Another month or two. Springtime. Mid to late January. Coming back into the fold again. And here it is. August. So let's count it down. September, October, November, December, January. 4 months. All right, 4 months approximate. And it's kicking my ass. Starting day one. Decisions I have to make are the hardest because I have to make sure that they are the right ones. But how do I know they're the right ones? How do I know I'm doing this right? How do I know I'm going through this whole process correctly? Under whose guidelines? Under whose. Am I supposed to be following them? Am I supposed to be doing something about it? This is a free for all. And in a free for all, there's got to be some kind of rules and regulations I can follow at this point over here. You might shit. I've been trying to follow this concept of rules and regulations throughout my life. What I could do, what I couldn't do, what I should feel, what I shouldn't feel, what I'm supposed to be, what I'm not supposed to be, and yet be the reversal in this situation over there and piss people off left and right. It doesn't matter if my pain was validated or not. Doesn't matter. Didn't matter. Society has to be, and I'm not. I'm supposed to be part of society, but I'm not supposed to be, huh? I always kept calling myself the nonconformist because I saw the rules and regulations as they kept trying to apply them and be hypocritical about it. But you want me to follow the damn thing, and you yell at me for not following the damn thing, and yet I can't yell at you for following the damn thing. What is this? Well, I'm special and you're not. You know, there's going to be a middle finger raised up on this one. But I'm supposed to be a lot of things. But tearing myself apart over this past summer, trying to figure that shit out while tearing my ass apart, crying it out, pleading to God for something that I don't know what the hell I'm pleading for. I don't even know why I'm apologizing in the first place, except I'm asking God to forgive me. I don't even know what I'm asking for Him to forgive me for. Because I'm going through this damn emotional roller coaster. This damn tsunami of waves just flooding me over. And then afterwards I feel like shit. Because I'm depressed as hell. I've been looking forward sometimes to going back to school and feeling part of the atmosphere. I just couldn't get into it this time. Is it going to be like this the next time? Am I actually going to be ready for this damn thing? I hope to God I am. Because I want to get this thing going. I want to get this damn thing going, but I got to get this place going. I got to get me going. If I'm not in my right mind, if I'm not in my right heart and soul or something, if I'm not right with myself, and if I know if I'm not right with myself, then what the hell am I doing? I'm pretending. I'm struggling. I'm trying to be something I don't even know what the hell I am anymore. How to explain this to people? How are you supposed to talk to people about this? How are you supposed to talk to shrinks who got the PhDs up the yin yang? But have they ever gone through it? No, they know how to. They have to shove it aside and pretend. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to myself. I did that most of my life as a kid, growing up to a young adult, missing people left and right, and it hurts like hell, and seeing my family being torn apart. They went through emotional swings like crazy. Ma had to be medicated on the damn stuff for years, trying to deal with her neuropathy, but was also dealing with her mental status. And when you get off of a damn medication, you got addicted to it, man, she turned her into a mean woman. Put it that way. Very mean. But how the hell was I supposed to be able to deal with it? I didn't know back then. Learning experience, learning curves. You learn at a job. It's what I've been doing. Every single day, learn a job, learn everything else new. Everything is new every single day. Some days are going to be easier because I'll probably not do a damn thing and just cry my eyeballs out. Just look at myself in the mirror and just wonder what the hell's going on with this kid. Well, what's going on with this kid is I'm still surviving. I'm still struggling. I'm still living. I'm not dying yet. I'm not choosing to kill myself just yet because I know there's people out there who wanted to kill themselves over this damn shit. They don't want to deal with it. They don't even want to face it. They want nothing to do with it. And I'm telling myself, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. I'm going to get through this damn shit. This is my fucking job. I had to do it all my fucking life. I got to be a brave boy about it. Not a complete human being who sometimes says, I can't stand it anymore. Just let me die. Because there's got to be an absolute limit. And yes, some people think I'm a Superman because I'm looking at myself in a different way altogether. I'm looking at myself in all the way different because it's how I was raised. How I was raised. How I was trying to deal with this. Fed someone else's persona. Not my own. Try to tell people what I'm supposed to be. And yet come up short because I'm not what people expect me to be. And yet some people that I've been dealing with over the past couple of years have been dealing with me just as me. Without an attitude, without anything going after them, without wanting anything from them, without demanding anything, except maybe a few minutes of their time. A connection of humanity would be nice. To know that I'm still worthy of something. There's somehow inside of me, instead of trying to chase after the ego and the goals and everything else like that, I'm still feeling I'm still connected to something. Family to me is connections. I mean, there's a lot of things I can hook up with family and to meet a part of family or team, but just even if it's an ad hoc one, that someone actually cares. And neighbors over here are wonderful. They keep contact with me and ask me sometimes how am I doing. They probably hear me crying out my eyeballs out left and right. And I've got a few other people scattered about to see how I'm doing. Just ask me. They know I'm still grieving over my brother's loss. Sometimes I feel like I've got nobody that I could talk to about this. Well, it's true. Some people are just not ready or willing to deal with this. This is why I keep doing the videos. This is why I keep doing the audios. Well, the audios for my own damn soundboards anyway, trying to get the ideas out. But the videos are basically the showcase of what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to examine, what I'm trying to feel, what I'm trying to go through right now as it is. You know, I was going to be going on campus with a vest and a shirt with the Star Trek emblem on a damn thing. Look at me, I'm a Star Trek fan. And you know, it really didn't matter, I admit. Because they all wear the word shit anyway. So it's like, okay, so what? I'm one of the crowd. I'm one of the college guys. It becomes a blended norm. It's important to me that I feel like I'm part of something. Because I'm trying to stay away from the triggers that are going to be putting me back under again. When nothing else matters anymore, where I am totally depressed and I can't think. And believe me, today was that kind of a day as well. Stressed out like crazy. I mean, I was able to kill some of the insects around here left and right. Did make me feel pretty damn good, but it made me feel like I had to do something. And then thinking about the 16 weeks. Usually it's 16 weeks of college. That's what I refer to, 16 weeks of college. You're talking about 3 to 4 months worth of it. And I kept focusing about grant I was still getting a little bit of money coming in, and I saw how much little this semester. I'm thinking, oh great, now how the hell am I supposed to be paying off anything with this damn shit? Fuck. Spend enough on my on a fixed income right now. But this, it should have helped. I got insulted, but it wasn't being insulted with a damn thing. I wasn't dealing with the moral outrageousness of the situation. It wasn't dealing with an ego out of control. I was looking at necessities. I was looking at survival. But I was also looking at how the hell I was going to be able to deal with a hell of a lot of stress. And what happens if I happen to put myself in a situation where my brother situation was being repeated in me? Me winding up in a damn hospital because I stressed myself out over a couple of classes at this point over here. Because I couldn't take the pressure. Because my own damn internal stress of how to handle the grief and the processing of it was getting to be more and more imperative instead of me focusing on academics. And even about bug control is something to put things over the hill. So naturally, yeah, tear myself apart over this damn decision here over here, but it has to be the correct one. It has to be. So this is what I have to deal with. This is today. This is my today. It's 6:26 at night, and I still haven't eaten a dinner yet because I had to get this off my damn chest. I had to talk about this because to me it's important. To me, it's important for communication like this. May bore the living crap out of people left and right, but maybe for someone who's trying to reach out one way or another and people aren't reaching out. Yeah, I know the feeling. Trust me, I know the feeling entirely. But I'm not ready to commit to that damn final walk over a situation like this. I'm not ready to call it in just yet. Besides, I got to deal with him, and then I got to deal with my family. Now what do I do? Fuck a duck. Yeah, you heard me curse. Till next time, guys. Ciao time.